Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Full 90. It is finally heating up in the Europa League, and today it is time for the quarter-final predictions. 8 teams remain, and I cannot wait. So please do drop a like, subscribe down below so you don't miss any future videos. We've got Premier League predictions coming up on the channel once again very, very soon. Then we'll do it all over again next week with Champions League, Europa League, and Premier League. Be sure to leave your predictions down in the comments below. Why not check out everyone else's predictions to see what stands out for you, what you like the look of. Now let's get to it. Kicking it off, we have an absolute belter, really a Champions League fixture when you look at it. The two teams involved, two teams that might very well get Champions League next year. RB Leipzig up against Atalanta, and I think it's going to be high scoring, entertaining. I do, however, think that RB Leipzig at the moment are in better shape to progress from this tie than Atalanta are. I think Leipzig, this is coming at a great time for them. They just got an unbelievable result against Borussia Dortmund, and Atalanta have a couple of absentees for this fixture that I think may make them struggle to live up to the strength of RB Leipzig at home. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think both teams are going to score. I'll go for a 3-2 win. A 3-2 win to RB Leipzig. I was considering 3-1, but Atalanta, they have been good in Europe in the past few years, so I'm going to give them a couple of goals and definitely keep them in this tie should it end this way. But I'm going to go for the 3-2 win to RB Leipzig. My tip is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.95, because that is almost a banker as far as I'm concerned with the way both these teams play. I feel like that complements both of them to score goals. So I do think Leipzig would win, so I wouldn't look past the RB Leipzig to win and both teams to score at pretty damn high odds, or just RB Leipzig to win at 1.8 for this first fixture, but both teams are scoring over 2.5 goals. That could be 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5. It could keep going. I think there's going to be goals, but I do think Leipzig will get the better of Atalanta in this first leg. Moving on after that, we have Braga up against Rangers. Rangers have actually played Braga twice and beat them twice, 3-2 and 1-0. This is going to be a close game, an interesting game. Braga just came off of a brilliant result up against Benfica in the Portuguese league, and Rangers unfortunately missing out to Celtic in the Scottish Premier League. So I think this is going to be a very, very close game, and I think neither team, because these are two of the, probably looking at it, I would say these are the two weakest teams left in the tournament. So the fact that one of them is going to make the semi-finals is crazy, but I think neither team will want to make a mistake, and Rangers will be happier with the result that I'm about to suggest, because it means they can take it to the Ibrox and try and get the win there. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be cagey. I think both teams are capable of scoring a goal, so my tip is therefore going to be both teams to score at 1.8. I think Braga would also be okay with a draw, thinking they can beat Rangers on any day, but I think Rangers would be happier with a draw away from home to then take it back to Scotland to try and progress to the semi-finals. Now after that, we have Eintracht Frankfurt up against Barcelona. I was considering a Barcelona win with both teams to score. However, Frankfurt have been a little bit dodgy at home this season, and even though you'd expect there to be a lot of goals in Frankfurt games, certainly recently, there's been very few. I think the fact that they just drew 0-0 to Greuther Fürth was absolutely, I mean, that's mental. They did dominate the ball, dominate shots, that sort of thing. But Greuther Fürth are one of the worst teams to play in the Bundesliga, and they just couldn't beat them at home, which was shocking to me. So I'm going for Frankfurt to draw another blank here. Barcelona, not to go absolutely mental. They have struggled to click a little bit in the Europa League. I think the last round was telling for them. They didn't breeze it as much as I thought they would. So I'm just going to go for a 2-0 win to Barcelona. But away from home, the value is decent enough, I would say, and fairly priced too, I think, for Barcelona to win at 1.66. So that is going to be my tip there. Now, the final fixture of the Europa League quarter-final, it is West Ham up against Lyon at the London Stadium. I think this is going to be an absolute cracker of a game. Lyon, I think they're a brilliant team. They score goals. However, this season in the French League, they're not doing too well, and it looks like they're going to have to go all in on the Europa League, because if they win the Europa League, they get Champions League next season. If they get knocked out by anyone, they probably don't get Europe at all, because they're currently mid-table in the French League, which is absolutely crazy. Now, although West Ham have been struggling, I guess, with fixture congestion. I think they are quite a tired squad. I'm not sure if Jared Bowen will be back and available for this fixture. They have still been dealing with it well. I correctly predicted an exact score for them to be Everton 2-1. I think West Ham lend themselves well to a 2 or 3-1 victory because I think they are susceptible to conceding one at the back. But typically at home, when they are, even if it's slight favourites like this one, they are likely to score more than their opponent and not concede more than one. So I'm going to give Lyon a goal. I definitely think Lyon are good for a goal. And if Lyon do score here, they'll fancy their chances in the second leg to get past West Ham. But I think West Ham are going to win. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Ham. My tip is West Ham double chance and both teams to score at 2.2. So West Ham double chance pays about 1.3. I think it's 1.28. Both teams to score pays out 1.75. You combine them both, and that for me combines the two most likely outcomes of this game, which are 2-1 that I've predicted, and the possibility of a 1-1 draw. The only way I see this not happening is if West Ham win 2-0, but I think Lyon will be able to get a goal. Do I see Lyon winning 2-0? No, I don't. I think West Ham will score as well. So that is going to be my prediction there. So that is going to do it for the quarterfinal first leg predictions. And I think if I had to predict my finalists now, I would say RB Leipzig get past Atalanta. Braga Rangers, that's a tough one. I think, you know what? I'll say Rangers can do it. The home leg, the second leg, I'll go for Rangers. Maybe even if it's on penalties. I think Rangers can do it. I think Barcelona will get past Frankfurt. And you know what? I'll go for West Ham to get past Lyon. Even if it is, I could see West Ham getting past Lyon in extra time in the second leg. Perhaps a 2-1 to West Ham in the first leg, 2-1 to Lyon in the second leg, and then 4-3 overall on aggregate after extra time in the second leg. I just get the funny feeling West Ham will be able to go the distance against Lyon. West Ham are a Premier League side where they're better equipped, I would say, in Europe to go the distance in these games, and they tend not to wane in the final 15-20 minutes like teams such as Braga, for instance, or Lyon even though they are very well experienced. I think they could manage it. So that is going to do it for my Europa League predictions. Please do, as I said at the start of the video, drop a like, subscribe, because again, we've got a video coming up for the Premier League predictions very, very soon, and leave your predictions down in the comments below. But that is going to do it from me. Who do you think is going to win the entire Europa League? If I had to look at it quickly, it's hard to look past Barcelona, but saying that, if it goes the way I think, it would be Leipzig up against Rangers in the semi-final. I think Leipzig walk that. Barcelona against West Ham. I think Barcelona win that. I could see Leipzig taking a win from Barcelona in the final. Looking at it now, it makes sense to say Barcelona win. They are the favourites, but Leipzig are tricky customers. So I think it'll be a Leipzig-Barcelona final. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.